What's up, YouTube? This is TJ Julian here. Right now, as y'all know, my buddy Brandon, or as you know as Pylong, is taking a break from Vanguard for right now until he can get funds and stuff to come back to play. So I'll be taking over for a little bit, recording some deck profile matches, do the best I can to help him out. So today I'm going to bring you my Meg Colony deck profile for Machining. So please enjoy. We're going to start off my starter, which is Machining Little B. For those who don't know what this does, it's Forerunner, of course. So what you do is, if he's on your rear guard, you can put him to the soul to target another one of your rear guards with Machine in its name, stand it, and give it an extra 3,000 power. So you can't just shove him in soul, target a Machine in rear guard, and give it +3. You actually have to stand it. Alright. Next we're going to go with grade 3s. We play 4 Machine in War School. Now, what Machine in War School does is his limit break. If he attacks and the attack does not go through, you can counterblast 2 and target your opponent's Vanguard and prevent it from standing. So that's what he does. And then when he's placed on Vanguard, you have to counterblast a Machine in, and you call a machining unit out in the soul as rest. Next I play 4 Machine in Stag Beetle. What he does is when he's placed on Vanguard, you can target up to 2 machining units in your soul, call them out as rested, and Stag Beetle will gain the power of their original power. So if I rode him and I called 2 machining units, let's say one was 9, one was 6, he would gain +15. Alright, and I play Stag Beetle instead of the New Legion because I don't find the New Legion consistent enough, and I don't find Legion good this format. Alright, next will be grade 2s. I play 3 Machining Mantis. What he does is when he's placed on van or rear, if you have a machining unit in the soul, he gets +3 till end of turn. So it's a 1-turn 12k attacker. The rest is he's a 9k vanilla, and he can be used for intercepting and all that. Next, I play 4 Machining Mosquito Mk2. What he does is during your turn, if all your opponent's units are rested, Vanguard and rear, he gets extra 2,000 power. And hit the auto ability for 1 turn, where when he attacks, if he hits, you can target another one of your machine in rear guard, stand it, and target one of your opponent's rear guard and prevent it from standing next turn. When we got this card released from the last GB set, BTO4, this helped the deck out a lot, and I'm glad that Bushiroad released this. This gives us a good pressure consistency for the deck. And last for the grade 2s, I play 4 Machine Red Soldier, 12k attacker forever as long as you have Machine in Vanguard and stuff. Grade 1, we play 3 Machine in Katagus. What he does is when he boosts a Machine in unit, if the attack hits, you target one of your opponent's rear guards and prevent it from standing. I like this card because the deck I play is usually like aggro, so I don't focus much on the stunning except for Vanguard, but this helps put pressure so I can stun a rear guard if they let it hit. Next I play 4 Machine in Black Soldier, 10k attackers as long as you have a Machine in Vanguard. Next I play 3 Stride Fonders. There's 7 cards in this deck that aren't Machine in, these are 3 of them, and of course the perfect guards. But the reason I play the Stride Fonders is so it can help me stride and stuff, so I don't always have to rely on getting a grade 3. And even though if I get this in damage zone, it sucks, but I can rather A, heal it when I hit a heal trigger, or use it instead of Machining Counterblast for Firefly. Then I play 4 the GPG. Now I play the GPG instead of the Cray Elemental, or instead of Paralyzed Madonna, because I understand the Kagero matchup, they can just attack your rear guard and then rather A, restand. But that's barely anybody's playing Kagero except until next set when since hype is real right now for them. But either way, I still play this because A, the deck is counterblast heavy, so you need stuff to unflip your damage. You can't just rely on your heal triggers. So this helps out a lot in either way. For triggers, I play 4 heal. normal 4 heal and use these for the G Guardians and stuff, since this is technically G Guardian format. 4 draw. I played stands back then because they were helping out a lot, but then I realized I wasn't getting as much hand advantage as usual, so I just went the 4 draw, and it gave me the more hand advantage to help win some of my matches, and it helped me in my ARG a lot, so I just stuck with the 4 draws. And then I play 8 crit, so 4 Machine and Scorpion, and then 4 Firefly. What Firefly does, if none of y'all don't know, you counterblast 1, and when it's placed on rear guard, doesn't matter how. If your Vanguard has Machine in its name, you can counterblast 1. Does not have to be a Machine or nothing. Target one of your rear guards, stand it, and then choose one of your opponent's rear guards stun. Now, ruling for Firefly and Mosquito is they say stand on unit. You do not have to stand the unit in order to stun. You're allowed to just stun because you just resolve the effect as much as you can. Alright, so that's it for my main deck. I'm going to go ahead and go to the G zone for us. So we're going to start off with our one-of. I play 1 Wildfire Mutant DD Struggle Digger. Alright. What he does is you counterblast 1, flip any card in your G zone face up, target 3 of your units, and they get those 3 units will get plus 1,000 for each of your opponent's rear guards that are rested. So I like playing him and stuff because if my opponent has 5 rested and stuff, it's good for a pressure base to add more pressure, so they'd rather drop all guard or they have to afford to rely on a heal trigger or take another damage. Next is 1 Madu. I play Madu just in case I'm on Stag Beetle and I don't see a War School, or it helps me if I have to first stride into him to make sure I have another grade 3 for next turn if I don't feel like trusting the drive check for another grade 3 or stride enabler. Next is 1 Bleeza. The Bleeza hype, of course, for this format, so everybody should know where he counterblasts 1, flip anything in your G zone plus 5,000 for each card in your G zone. So this is pretty much hype, so pretty much everybody's running it. If you're not, then that's just preference. I like him because he'll help late game if I need him, if I run out of stuns. And then I play a Sea Breeze. Of course, another thing everybody's technically playing for when your opponent's rather stuck on grade 2 and they don't get nothing off G assist, or they just decide to play the grade 2 game with you. Right? So that's my one-ofs. 2-ofs, I play 2 Parasphere. When it's placed on Van, rest all your opponent's units. And if number of units rested are 3 or more, he gets plus 5 and I get the draw 1. Alright, my next 2 are 2 Stun Beetle. I play 2 Stun Beetle because barely you would go into him, because if they can survive all 4 of your Carapace, if they survive all 4 of your Carapace, that's when you would usually go into him if you need to. But technically he's just there just in case you can't do anything else and you want to force them to drop a perfect guard or drop a lot of guard out of their hand just so they don't get permanently stunned for 1 full turn. Next will be my 4 Carapace Mutant DD Machine Destroyer. What he does is counterblast 1, stun an opponent's rear guard, but after that, if you have 4 more Machine and rear guards, you target your opponent's Vanguard and he cannot stand next turn. Which helps because it forces them to either drop a grade 3 and then drop another for stride, or drop a grade 3 no stride, or they force them to drop more cards out of hand 2 stride if they need to. Either way, it's forcing cards out of their hand at the same time. Oh, and my fault. If y'all don't know what Stun Beetle does, what he does if his attack hits, GB2, Counterblast 2, flip a copy of him face up, target your opponent's Vanguard. It cannot stand next turn, and your opponent cannot normal ride, but they can superior ride if they can. And then, for right now, I'm playing the 4 Meg Colony G Guardian, which is, when he's placed on Guardian Circle, if your opponent has 2 or more rested rear guards, he gets plus 5,000 shield, so he'll become a 20,000 shield. But 2 of these will be coming out. One is supposed to be a Screw, the Crayon Manta one, and the other one Dismal, and stuff. The reason I like playing this deck is because I understand that everybody's not a big fan of Mega Colony, But I don't like playing Kagero or any of the Paladins. I like this clan because it's fun. It's a fun deck. And I understand everybody be getting mad about the stun, but I'd rather lose to this than lose to Kagero or a Paladin and stuff. But, alright y'all, that's my deck profile for Machining. Thank you for watching. I will be posting it soon.